You know what a shakedown is? A shakedown is when somebody tells you that you got to do what I'm doing, and if you don't, you need to just take your computer and smash it up against the table because you ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's a shakedown. Oh, don't listen to flat earthers. Don't take food from a dumpster and donate it to a homeless shelter. Do exactly as I say. Do exactly as I say, and all these other individuals that I've vetted for you say. Only the most highly qualified, legit scammers available. Like, does this dude... man, you need to take your video, get you a piece of paper, script it out, and then go and stand in front of a mirror and tell everything you just said to everybody else. Say that shit to yourself, son. You. How cool is that? Look, it shows the guy throwing his little plastic bottles, and it shows him getting recycled, and then it shows him turning into a boot. The only part it's missing is the little Canadian dude in between there pulling them out of the can. I suppose it could also be some dude in Michigan or California, Maine, Hawaii, or any other state listed on top of your pop can. Or bottle, in this case. They're not aluminum. Do they make aluminum boots? I want a pair of aluminum boots. Morning. I've had quite a few people on that thing already. Let's discuss the buffet. I don't know, I could be wrong. The way I picture it in my mind, though, the little table that was next to it was a different style. It was more of a, what do they call that, like rattan? Looks like bamboo, kind of. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. Maybe I am wrong. I don't know. Anyway, these things sail fairly well. There's already been quite a few people on it. And of course, one of them had to be like, what are the dimensions? I don't know. Big and heavy. Let's discuss the bunk bed action. Somebody said, I hope you got the hardware. I did. That's kind of why I took it, because I seen they had the hardware taped to it there. Most of the hardware, I should say. It's missing, I think, 3 of these big long bolts, which are the bolts that go in here and here. See, you got to have 2 for each side. And then you got to have some for the top ones, too. But I don't have enough for the top ones. So I had her post it as a twin-size bed with bunk bed accessories if you go and buy some bolts. She's already had a lot of people on it. Now let's discuss this porch swing. As I stated, a lot of these things, they get real weathered where you can just go up and almost push your finger through it. This one's nice. The cushions are nice. They smelled like a, what do you call it? Like a Scentsy warehouse. And like Scentsy, like the smell, like the candle people, not Scentsy warehouse. If it smelled like a Scentsy warehouse, it would smell like pork and runny chili or something. But anyway, I think this was on like a covered or screened in porch or something. But check this out. I've never seen anything like this. Look at that. It's just ate through the metal. This imported steel, we'll call it. You think that side's bad? Look at this one, man. Look at it, man. I'm telling you. Look at that. It's almost all the way through there. There's nothing holding that on there. Let's see. Alright, she's about ready to come on through. Break on through to the other side. Yeah, that's what's about to happen there, Jim. And that ain't no good. We can't sell that. But I had her take pictures of it and say, like, this is how it is. So I guess a feller could just drill some new holes right here and just let it work its way on through again or something. These top pieces are universal. If a guy wanted to, he could also set this stuff aside until he found another one. Say one that was more janky, and just take that top bar. But I had her post it as is. Take pictures about it, inform the person, people, whatever, and If they want it, they want it. If they don't, they don't. I know somebody that'll take it. So that's the story of the bunk bed, the story of the buffet, the story of the swing. You like my shoes? I like my shoes. They're really comfy, man. And that's all I got. Other than my Bondo work's coming off. She's starting to get flaky on me. So, I don't know. And, yeah, okay. I'm going back inside now. You remember that one, don't you? It's the American Eagle. Anyway, we're getting rid of it. She put it on for 100. Somebody said, would you take 80? I said, yes, I would. Anyway, one last look. Maybe some thumbnail action. How about that? There we go. Everybody say cheese. Now everybody say thumbnail. Hey, I got no-showed on these plastic storage units 2 or 3 days ago. They've just been sitting out front. But right now, we're watching that American Eagle ride off into the sunset. Insert some, like, Rocky type Americana themed music. He loves those. They're underdogs. Did you hear him? Hey, I'm an underdog. You, for the underdogs. Well, I'm not tripping over a big plastic bear water fountain anymore. You believe she got $30 for that thing? Got 80 for the bicycle. And somebody finally came through and got them plastic storage bins. That was $10. But we had a 4:30 no-show on the bed. It's 5:30 now, so I suppose we'll just leave it sitting there till somebody else decides they want to buy it. Same with the rest of that stuff. So, I don't know. If this is all we got for a Monday video, then this is all we got for a Monday video. You know what they say about Mondays. Huh? I did take this stuff apart today. We detrinkified the microwave. We detrinkified the washing machine. And that was about it. I think that's all we had. All we had worth detrinkifying. It's cold out here. Hey. Did you guys want to go scrapping? I guess we could do that. And we're starting off with a shark. They de-bicycled the bicycle. Traffic. Scoops. I believe that may be the biggest ottoman I've ever seen. And there's some like mucklucks or something. I don't know. I thought about the ottoman, but it's the size of the wagon. So, do we want to fill the whole truck up with one footstool? One massive footstool? Mr. Scrappity could sleep on that footstool. Do you see the size of that thing? I guess I'll throw my belt back on. Ride with me. We're stopping right up here. This is a little cul-de-sac, if you couldn't tell. And as we turn down, I seen a stack of TV trays. But there's only 2 there. There was not the entire set. If you can find the entire set, especially with the little cradle thing like these have, that'll sail pretty good. What do these 2 look like? I don't know. Might could try and sail 2 TV trays. If I don't tear them up. What's the worst that can happen? We put them back in the garbage. Is one metal fence post worth stopping for? I don't know. But we did. I guess while we're stopped here, that one's already broken. Or did I do that already? I don't know. Bummer. My oh my, what a tangled web we weave. Mr. Scrappity's throwing them back out. Supposed to be putting them in the wagon. Scoops. Couple of wood shelves and I don't know, I think it's a shoe rack or something. Nothing. Helium steel, I guess you call it. I call this going forward. Door won't stay closed, keeps sliding around on it. Let's see if we can't wedge that down in there. Feller could probably take that one too, but we'll leave it. Conjoined Rudolphs. Oh, what a mess. They don't hardly weigh anything, but we took them anyway. What is that? What is that is? It's kind of cute, I guess. Well, huh. Maybe they're not so cute. Man, rarely do I take stuff out of the wagon. Oh well, I don't know. Shit. Whatever. They're hand painted. But they are real wood. I don't know. I almost deposited them back. Hey, my thing come unstrapped. Hold on. I do apologize if today's video is a little bouncy. I'm still kind of playing with the settings. Well, that was kind of loud, huh? Oops. It was one piece till I got a hold of it. It's been one of those days. We'll talk about it later. Yeah. I have you unstrapped. My apologies. Have to strap you back up. What is this thing? This metal, I guess. I don't know. You think it looks saleable? Does it look unsaleable? What's this thing? Half an exercise bike. I'll take it too, I guess. Do they have any other goodies? How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Doing all right.
I was going to take the fencing, so it looks like we're not doing the same. We're not fighting for the same.
Yeah, I'm after metal stuff there.
Yeah, I knew you were looking for metal, and I'm looking for glass.
Yeah. All right, a little something for everybody out here tonight.
Right.
It's like a little bit of Halloween, a little bit of Christmas.
Yeah, cash in when folks move. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tease them because they had posted about there's a snowman. If anybody wanted that, they had it sitting out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the snowman got left behind, but the Halloween stuff is gone.
Yeah, a lot of it won't sit out there too long. Have a good one.
You too, sir.
We got pile hopped. Okay, that's it. I'm done, man. It's dark. I can't see nothing out here, so I'm gonna stop up here, throw a little rope over that table-y thing, and then we'll hit the road. Maybe we'll chat for a minute too, if you don't mind. Okie dokie. We put some lashes on it. So here's the story of Mr. Scrappity's Tuesday. What's with that strange light floating up there? That's weird. A couple of the kids had doctor's appointments today. I would say unbeknownst to me, but I knew all about it. So, therefore, I went ahead and let my alarms wake me up anyhow. And I got up and I started to pack lunches, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Ah, ha, 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 ha. What a fool. And then later on, does anybody remember the quarters? I had all these quarters, right? I had like over $200 just in quarters. I had a bunch of other coinage too. You know, nickels, dimes, pennies. The whole gang was there. Anyway, I've slowly been Coinstarring them off. My first trip, $61 and change. Whenever you go to a Coinstar, you always get change back. Anyway, 61 bucks and change. My second trip, $44 and change. This morning, well, this afternoonish, late morning, early afternoon, I took another sack up there. Same size satchel that I took for the $44 run. And I dump my bag into the little Coinstar tray, and I flip it up and get about half of them in there, and it's, you know, reading them out, grinding through them. We'll zip through this neighborhood. We've already been in here, but we'll do it one last time as we're heading out. And anyway, it's, you know, grinding through the coinage, and it does that. If anybody's dumped enough change in a Coinstar, you know where it says, "My, you have a lot of coins. Please wait while we catch up." Well, it threw that screen up at me. And I'm sitting there like with my hand on the little tray, got it leaned up, you know, and it's just piled in there, and then all of a sudden it goes, and it all dumps down in there. The rest of it goes through. I slide it in, and it's, you know, grinding through it, and then it stops, and the screen pops up, and it says, "Sorry, we're unable to complete this transaction, but your coins are safe. Please see store associate for assistance." I'm all like, what? That ain't never happened to me before. So I'm kind of standing here by this Coinstar machine, like, afraid to walk away from it because it's got all my money in it. And I'm looking around, like, trying to find somebody to come over and help me. And finally, I look like Scrap and Pat out here dancing around in the front of Kroger, like, trying to get somebody's attention, you know? And finally, I see somebody's home over at the self-checkout, and this little girl walks over, and I'm all, like, pointing at it like, I don't know. And she said, well, let me walk up here, I'll get somebody to come help you. And she goes up to customer service. This lady comes over. She unlocks this little door on the front, pops in 4 or 5 different digits, and I'm figuring it's gonna go, you know, start back up, start eating the rest of my change. And she punches them numbers in there, and it spits out a receipt. It don't even finish counting my coins. It just feeds me a receipt. It says $23 and some change. I promise you, I had more than $23. But what do I do at that point? Because being me and my clumsy self, I forgot to put my fucking name on every single penny. So, I mean, what do I do? Tell them, like, well, I know I had more than that. Well, can you open it up and let's see? What do I do? So, I took my $23 receipt and I walked away. And then I came home and found out today's garbage day in Scrappity's neighborhood as well. And I put my cans out last night. They were sitting there this morning. I had half a day. I come home. Everybody else on the street got their cans emptied out. He didn't pick Mr. Scrappity's stuff up. So I called the big guy. I said, call the big guy. Hey, big guy, won't you call the other big guy in the big scrap wagon? You know, he picks up all the scoops. So he calls him, and he calls Scrappity back, and he says, yeah, it's paid in full. They must have just missed you. Wow. I'm kind of used to it, though, which leads me into saying this. Why is it that every girl Scrappity's ever crushed on has been like the unobtainable type, you know? I don't know. Why is that? Can you tell me why that is? Or does that just lead me back into where we just came from and saying that, like, is Scrappity just unnoticeable? Are you guys even watching this? I wonder if that's what it is. Do you think it's just growing up your entire life feeling like you're a nobody? Does that breed humbleness? I don't know. But I was watching some vlogger dude the other day. His name's Vandal. And anyway, he was going on about Mr. Scrappity. But what a lot of people don't realize, man, is like, when I hear somebody say my name, that's like, it might as well be George Clooney Center talking about me or something. It's like seeing my name up in the limelight, you know? I don't know. It's just cool. I had to call the Reaper in out of the other room. I was like, look, and I rewound it, and I was like, look, he's talking, that's me! He's talking about me. But anyway, yeah. Back to the barn. Well, that's that. That was Tuesday. I don't know. There's a microwave. A couple of tables that I didn't really want. A grill type smoker sort of a thing. A couple of bed rails. A washing machine. Whole lot of nothing really. Hey look, somebody bought that bike from a thrift store. Never even bothered to take the tag off of it. Huh. Damn, they sell them for $2? It's about scrap price, ain't it? Anyway, y'all are cool. Stay that way.